Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. Big thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your continued support. Kakasungura, this morning, I want to publicly show Kenyans why we are dealing with mental cases in the national government. I am speaking this with a lot of authority. I am speaking this with a lot of confidence. That to me, I see we are not dealing with normal individuals. We could be dealing with mental cases and we are not aware. Waswahili wanasema sikio lililokufa haliwezi likasikia dawa hata kidogo. I have seen some videos online and I have confirmed that yes, we are not dealing with normal cases. No. I think it's high time, Gen Zs, we strategize and consolidate. Because 11 names were announced yesterday, and out of those 11, about 6 of them were people who were dismissed on grounds of incompetence. Because the president is on record telling us, after keenly looking at the performance contracts, he got convinced that it was enough to dismiss his cabinet. Yesterday, he reappointed some individuals, and 2 of them threw a bash just to celebrate a nomination. You know, with the current season, with the current tension in Kenya, you cannot celebrate a nomination. Why are they celebrating the nominations? Because they know Parliament is compromised. Because they know that after nomination, there is nothing that will stop them from ascending into those positions. We are dealing with the mental cases. Alice Wahome, the nominated CS for lands, threw a bash talking on top of vehicles and thanking the president for reappointment even before they get approved by the parliament. This is solid evidence that we are dealing with mental cases. Someone is jubilating even before he is grilled and approved by the parliament. He has already celebrated. He is already convinced she has become the CS. What kind of Kenya is this? Can we look at what Alice Wahome did?
Just to say very simply that I'm most grateful for the re-nomination or a second nomination to the position of Cabinet Secretary, Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development. I want to take this opportunity to thank God for this second opportunity to serve the country, and then secondly, thank the President, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. President William Ruto, for finding it fit to give me a second chance, to give me this job a second time. I really want to thank him for, and it's a big honor for me. It's not a privilege, but it's a big honor. It's a big responsibility, and I appreciate and confirm and commit my personal commitment to the job, and there is nothing to take for granted about. I'm one of those people who believe in the rule of law, democracy, and good governance. And therefore, I will continue to serve, taking into account that the rule of law is critical in our delivery of service. And I'm hoping and praying that Parliament will find me suitable to be given the job that the President has nominated me. Considering where the nation is, I'm calling for peace. I'm also calling for humility among leaders. I think that is one of the things that I hold dear, and that the Kenyan people must agree to allow processes to be taken forward from where we are, using our constitution and using the sovereignty of the people, but remembering that sovereignty must be exercised within a constitutional order and within the rule of law, so that law and order is maintained. We should not allow our country to be taken to another level of anarchy, and we must guard the peace that we have enjoyed in the country and in the region jealously, so that we remind ourselves that we have a country to guard. We have to promote peace. We don't want to destroy our country. We obviously know that there is a lot of work to do to build the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, haya, hiyo ndio Kenya yenu. Taifa la Kenya, taifa tukufu. That even a mere nomination deserves jubilation, because they are convinced, even if they can be what they are, they can find their way through the compromised National Assembly. This time around, Gen Zs strategize. After strategizing, come and consolidate. After consolidating, during the time of vetting, we said there is one rule and one law that can never change. Gen Z tulisema it is dismissing everything. It's an overhaul. Reappointing means you are bringing to us the rubbish that we chased away. You are leaking matapiko by reappointing individuals that were rejected and dismissed. Gen Zs should now plan on how to occupy parliament during vetting. As simple as that. Tuliambia rais, mambo ni mawili, utoke State House ama utafute watu wapya waingie katika cabinet and who are not tainted in any way. Wachukue hizo viti. But when you find the rejects are again finding their way to the cabinet, is a clear indication that we are not dealing with normal people. Even Ahmed Nasir, who supports this system, said, if the president gets it wrong this time round, if he gets it wrong, then Kenyans believe the problem is not about the cabinet. The problem is not about the parastatus. The big problem lies on the hands of the president himself. That is what Ahmed Nasir said on Spice FM. Aden Duale, the nominated Minister for Defense, I saw an already prepared hotel, a banner being put that Simba amerudi. Simba. Simba amerudi. Hey! And I was like, okay. Simba amerudi. All right. Let me tell you, Kenyans. William Ruto should just know this. Na mimi sitaki ni mdanganye. William Ruto should know that the list released yesterday is an already rejected list. He was given a second chance to reform. He has refused to reform. And I repeat what I've been telling you. Ruto will never change. I gave you an example of the old tradition of getting chaff out of wheat. And I told you, the traditional way was there is a good that was being is it shoved or what, imetengenezwa kwenda ndani like kama kipira, ni mti umechongwa vizuri ndani, and then I don't know how it's called in English. Then unamwaga wimbi ndani, ule umetoka kwa shamba unamwaga ndani, and then unachukua hiyo button umoswago. Niliwaambia in our language tunaita umoswago, kwa Kiswahili inaitwa kinu. Kwa Kiswahili hiyo the piece of wood inaitwa kinu. In English I don't know how it's called, kinu. So unachukua you want to change that wimbi itoke kwa chafu ikue wimbi. Unagonga do. Kwa Kikisii tunasema unaswaga, yani uko swaga. So even if we take that kinu, tuweke Ruto ndani, we take that button, tuanze kuswaga, toa cabinet, parastatus, hawezi badilika. Those are facts. Ruto is a man that can never change, and that remains a fact. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.